Rev up your engines.
Rohan says, I got a Honda City 2006 CVT transmission. Acceleration is slow. Can you give me some tips on how to drive it? Okay, here's the problem. CVT transmissions are just weak transmissions, period. They're just weak. And at Honda, they're underpowered, weak automatic transmissions. So basically, you more or less want to live with whatever it does. Now, if it's really bad, you might go to a Honda mechanic who's a pro and has a dealer scan tool, and he can check it out. There might be some reprogramming that could be done for the transmission as it ages, but really, they're just weak transmissions. That's one reason I don't like buying them. The newer ones are better than the older ones, and that's what, an '06, so it's 13 years old. But the new ones, they do shift a little bit better, but they still have what I call lag. I don't like them. But see if a Honda guy, maybe you could reprogram it to shift a little bit better. Tyler Silcott says, I have a '98 Civic and the passenger side tie rods are bad, but the others are perfectly fine. Do you recommend replacing just the passenger side or all of them? Just change the passenger side. When they're worn out, replace them. Realize that cars don't wear evenly. And here's the thing. Generally, the passenger sides always wear out faster. And here's why. Because when you're driving your car, guess what you hit potholes and stuff with more often? The passenger side. Because you're on the driver's side, you see the holes, you move out of the way. But you can't see right in front of the passenger side, so you're going to hit more things. Just change the ones that you see are bad and leave it at that. Jeremy Blue says, my AC doesn't work on my Chevy Tahoe, but the fuses are good. The battery light's on as well. Okay, if the battery light's on, it means your alternator's not charging right. Cars are so complex these days that if your system isn't charging right, then it may turn a lot of things off like the AC. Go to a place like AutoZone. They load test your batteries and alternators free. You might find you need an alternator and that'll fix the AC. If not, you got two problems. And an AC system not coming on, the first thing you want to check is just check the refrigerant. Have a mechanic put gauges on it. Because if you're low on refrigerant, it'll do the same thing. You want to pray it's something simple like that, not something like Chevys are known for having bad controllers, and that's a computer part that costs a lot of money, then has to be reprogrammed by a mechanic. So you want to pray it's something simple. Colin Ward says, I have a Subaru Forester, 1999. The wheel gets really hot when I drive for long periods and gives off a burning smell. Okay, your brakes are sticking on. Whatever wheel's smelling generally means your brakes are sticking on. Jack it up in the air. Try spinning all the wheels. You find one wheel doesn't spin and sticks, the brakes are sticking. That can be a bad caliper, a rotten brake hose, or a bad master cylinder not releasing pressure. Normally, it's a caliper on those things. You check that. Saveha says, what are your thoughts on buying an evap canister from a junkyard? Okay, depends on the car. It's not to say, if it's a Chrysler, I wouldn't buy one. They got problems with them. If it's a Toyota, go ahead and buy one because they very rarely go bad. If you got a car like a Toyota or a Honda that they rarely break on, you might try a used one. Why not?
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.